This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, August 26, 2015, and now our first look at the 0C GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a ridge over the central and southern plain states back into the south and west. Upper level feature just off the northwest coast. Another upper level feature over the Great Lakes with a trough axis that's moving up into eastern Canada. And that's going to take the cooler than normal weather that we've been having in the last few days, and that will slowly be pulling off to the east, and we'll have a return to some southerly winds and a return to a little bit of moisture coming in with that storm system off to our west. And that could come in later tomorrow, mainly to very late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night and into Friday with some showers and some isolated rumbles of thunder as well. Highs today in the 70s to near 80. Highs on Thursday will be a bit warmer, 70s to lower 80s, but Friday with a lot of clouds around and some rain showers here and there. Temperatures will struggle to get into the lower 70s for most of the state, some upper 60s possible in our northern and northeastern counties. But then as we go into the weekend, could see an early shower Saturday morning in our far eastern counties. Otherwise, the rest of the day we'll see clearing skies. Temperatures likely in the lower to middle 70s, maybe near 80 in our southwestern counties. But of the 2 days of the weekend, Sunday will probably be the best day. Full sunshine around, a cloud or two here and there. Highs in the middle to upper 70s to lower to maybe some middle 80s in our southwestern counties. And unfortunately, the temperatures start to increase again as we get, after a taste of fall, we start going back to a taste of summer again as we go into next week. Winds turn southerly, the temperatures begin to jump a couple of degrees each day. We should see upper 70s to mid 80s here Monday, and maybe a degree or two warmer here on Tuesday. You see a frontal system approaching here on Tuesday, but unfortunately that rain activity does not come into the state. It begins to dissipate as the low pressure center pushes to the north and east and away from us, so this front really has no staying power, and it's because of this ridge, as you see by next Wednesday, that's pretty much over the eastern two-thirds of the country. You can see a trough coming into the north and west, and that might be enough by later in the week, later next week, to finally push this ridge out. But we have to wait till later next week for that to happen, and things could still change as that is into the extended period. But we'll have to wait and see. But it will start to get warm. In fact, we'll be above average by the time we get to the middle and possibly the end of next week. And speaking of later on, this is into the month of September on the 6th. You can see we have a fairly decent trough axis along the west coast. A couple systems, one in the northwest, one just off of Southern California. Bit of a ridge over about Texas. And that'll mean that the dry weather will be down there for the most part. A little bit of activity with maybe a mid-latitude system moving through the area, but timing that out this far in advance is rather futile, so we'll keep watching it. The end of the forecast on the 10th, pretty much a zonal flow, at least across the northern tier of the country. Bit of a ridge over the Texas, back into the south and west. Not a real strong one, at least for this point, for the middle part of September. We'll keep watching it, though, but it looks to be a little bit active around here with a couple of chances of showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two as we go into the first or at least the second week of September. But we'll keep watching for any changes or any trends that may come up. Satellite image from last evening. You see some monsoonal flow continuing over the south and west. A couple of isolated thunderstorms across the east coast moving off to the east, but fairly calm and quiet across the middle part of the country, and it looks to stay that way for a few more days at least. Watch morning map from last evening. Air quality problems with wildfires across the northwest and the northern Rockies. Flash flood watch over the mountains of Southern California, and fairly quiet across the rest of the country, at least at this point. But the KPF chart doesn't look very quiet. This is rainfall through Sunday evening. At 7 o'clock, showing a little bit of heavy rain around here, maybe an inch or two, but most places will get at least a half to maybe 3/4 of an inch.